So today I'm taking a short ride, nowhere specific, just around. Decided it's time for the second rune in the rune series, the second rune in the first Aett, Uruz. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to get the bike started, and we're going to head out from here and just take a short ride and discuss Uruz. Alright, let's get moving. Today we're just taking a quick ride up Riverdale Road. It's a fun little road in Thornton, Colorado. It's not as fun as it used to be. There's a lot more stops than there used to be, but still a pretty fun little road. It's supposed to be haunted even. Woohoo! Alright, Uruz. The second rune in the first Aett. Ancient power, as well as an obstacle. The Aurochs, the now extinct massive ox of the moors. Could look at it as the ox itself was a rite of passage to break one, to kill one. But we're talking about that primal strength and the obstacles that are put in front of you. So we talked about Fehu, wealth. You're growing, you've built a little wealth, now you face an obstacle. The Aurochs, primal strength. When you look at the shape of Uruz, to me, looking at it from left to right, how we read most languages, if you notice, it's a wall. It's a wall with a peak, then downward. That's the obstacle. You have to get over that obstacle. You have to use the brute strength of the Aurochs, that primal strength, to meet those obstacles head on and to overcome them. That's one of the things I see when I look at Uruz. I struggle with Uruz. I struggle with Uruz spiritually. Probably fitting that I struggle with it, as it represents an obstacle. Multiple times in my journey down this path, there have been obstacles in my way. A lot of times I found out they're obstacles that I put in my own way. But many of them have taken strength to overcome. To me, Uruz is more of an obstacle than it is just that primal brute strength. I mean, it is. It's brute strength. It's primal power. But it's power. It's an obstacle to be overcome to get to it, I guess, is one of the ways to look at it, is how I see it. I see it as something that is a challenge. It comes up very early in the first Aett, so it's very early on a journey. I think a lot of times people can look at it as a symbolization of possibly the first major obstacle in your path. But to me, I think it's a continuing obstacle, because I think a lot of us get pushed back further to the beginning of the Aetts when we hit. I don't think many of us make it all the way through the runes and get to that stage of enlightenment, that stage of oneness of being that comes with the end of the runes. If you look at them in 3 Aetts as 3 acts of your life, I think a lot of people get kicked back. I'm one of those people. I get kicked back a lot. But so that's where I see Uruz. I see it as, yes, strength, but I see it as a strength that you only call upon to face an obstacle. A very primal and strong obstacle. To get over it, to slide down that other side of Uruz, to be able to even come close to obtaining any of that strength for yourself. Honestly, as much as I see Uruz in my daily life, on the path, in my life in general, the obstacles that I faced, I don't pull it a lot when I pull runes. It's pretty rare. Usually for me, stagnation is the key to it, so Isa comes in a lot of my rune pulls. We'll get to that later. But as far as a down and dirty look at Uruz, that's about as down and dirty and slimline as you can make it. Like before with Fehu, I keep, when I talk about a rune, when I meditate on a rune, I keep it with me, because I think it's important to do so. Because I feel the runes are living things. They're not, it's not just a letter in the alphabet. I know many people use them for writing. I get it. They can be. It's not a bad thing. But they are not just letters. The runes are a living, breathing thing from the universe. And they have more to them than just being used to write stuff down. They can show you things you can't see upon your path. They can point you in a correct direction. You can make bind runes and use them in divination and bind runes to try to bring about a result. We'll get into bind runes in a whole nother episode. I will do an episode on bind runes. But there we go. Just a very quick, easy talk about Uruz. I'd probably have more to say about it if I connected with it spiritually more than I do. I'm hoping to eventually connect with it more, but in all the times I've sat down and tried to learn about the runes, Uruz has always been the one that escapes me. I see what it is. I see that primal strength, the Aurochs. I see the obstacle. I see that. But I feel like there's more to it, but I never get there. If you have any ideas about Uruz that might help me out, put them down in the comments. Tell me what Uruz represents to you. That being said, we're getting close to the end of this one. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, like it. Subscribe, please, and hit that bell to be notified. I'm going to be making videos on a more regular basis. I've said this on the last 3 videos. I really am going to try to do it. I have a Patreon if anybody wants to help me do this. If you don't, I don't care at all. I get it. But if you do, that link's down in the description as well. Also down there are affiliate links from Amazon for everything I use for my motovlogging setup. So head down there and check it out if you like the audio, if you like the video, if you like the quality of what I put out. Those might help you do the same. And I'm coming to a roundabout, so once we get through the roundabout, we will sign off this video. make it home. Keep that rubber side down, and I'll see you in the next video.